Hi, my name is Heath, and I'm an independent filmmaker here in the UK. I want to thank Tony Newton for asking me to do this interview for him and for his channel. I think Tony's an amazing guy, done quite a bit of work with him in the past, and hopefully more in the future. We did Grindsploitation together and did some really cool films for that as well, short films, and I was introduced to Tony through some great friends of mine, directors as well, Celine Kapasky, Gabriella Kapasky and Rahel Kapasky. The Kapasky family are one of the reasons why I'm in the horror film industry, if you would say, in the independent movies. I was never a fan of horror films. It's quite a strange but funny story. I was never a fan of horror films. Like when me and my wife used to watch horrors, I was like, oh, I don't want to watch that, I don't like it. Didn't like blood, didn't like gore or anything. So it's quite strange that I've gone on to make horror films. So we obviously started out with a little franchise that we made, and it was all very, very low budget films called The Killer Plumber, starring a good friend of mine and my directing partner, Christopher Livermore, and he played Barry the plumber. And Tony was putting together films for Grindsploitation, and I seen the post and I thought, oh, we need to go for this. And we were just starting out at the time, so we had a little 4K camera, and I said, let's put it in different various positions in this house that we had, where Chris was staying, and we just made The Killer Plumber, and it was just a little idea that kind of went, whew, and that's what made the movie. And it was really wacky, it's really funny, and Tony loved it, and quite a few people did. We had some great feedback from it, and it was just something for a little bit of fun, really, to kind of put into the, network of amazing films that was put in there. So there was loads of films in there, so I was quite nervous about it. I thought, we're going to get it put in here, and it really did work, and Christopher Livermore played an amazing part. And yeah, go and check it out, guys. It is on YouTube and stuff like that. It was originally put on Trauma Media, so hopefully you'll get to watch it and enjoy it. Like I say, it's a little funny film, and it's obviously it's got the comedy, it's got the horror, and if you like, Christopher used to say that his biggest fan was Jack Nicholson from The Shining. So in the second film that we did, which was The Killer Plumber 2, we did a little bit of portrayal from that film, where he opens the door and he says, "Here's Barry" instead of "Here's Johnny." So we take a little bit of inspiration from the amazing Jack Nicholson from The Shining. So they're really good films, and we did the first one and the second one starring Rahel Kapasky, and it was really quite fun, and I enjoyed doing them both. And like I say, we're just starting out when we did the first one, and it went from there, really. So I got a little bit of a feel for horror then, but when I took a break. I started filming about 6.5, nearly 7 years ago, and I always say that you have to fail sometimes to succeed in this industry, and that's basically my story, is that I failed several times, couldn't get into the right movies, and was a little bit, at first I would say, unprofessional, didn't realise what I was doing, unprofessional in the sense of, oh, I can make a movie from a tenner sort of thing, when you can't sometimes, and just expecting everything to just fall into place without doing research into what I'm doing and stuff. So, to any filmmaker, always do your research and always make sure you've got a plan and everything's kind of like put onto paper about how you're going to make a movie and stuff, because if you're just running there, head first, you're going to fall down. And in a way, I'm glad I fell down several times, because it made me stronger, and it made me come back and realise what I need to do. And I had a lot of help from people, a lot of directors who were friends of mine, who are good close friends of mine now, to name a couple: Gabriella Kapasky, Celine Kapasky, great advice from Tony Newton himself as well, and he knows a lot about horror. Dustin Ferguson, Velton Lish, who's an independent film director in the UK. He does loads of really cool films, and he's won some amazing awards for his films. And yeah, so these are all amazing people that have kind of paved the way for me in a sense to help me. And when I came back into the movie industry, it was like, where do I go from here? And then the Kapasky family kind of reached out to me and said, look, we've got this film we want you to look at, and it was Wax House Rock, and it was a short folks trailer, and you know, and Marilyn Monroe in it, and you know, the the script was wacky, it was crazy, but I loved it. I thought, this, you know, this, I want this film, I want to be in it. And they offered me the role of the mayor of Manchester, and it was like, this will be quite cool to do this, you know, do this role. So, you know, learnt my lines. I was really nervous. I went and filmed with them. It was an absolutely amazing day. Filmed with some great talented actors, met some amazing people, and everything just worked well. You know, I laughed throughout the day. Great direction from Celine Kapasky and Rahel as well. Fantastic people. And they are the reason why I'm in the horror industry. They're the reason why I'm doing independent horror movies, and I can't thank them enough. And that's a little bit of where the horrors come from in my, you know, in my life. And I absolutely love making it. I still struggle to watch horror films, but I actually love making horror films. So it's quite, like I say, it's like a love and hate relationship in a way. And you know, apart from that, you know, I've done several other movies, awareness movies, away from horror. Fibro and the New Me, which is on YouTube, which is about fibromyalgia, and we did a short, you know, near enough 30-minute film on that, and we had Dale Hooley, Rebecca Morris, some really great people involved in that film, and I'm really proud of that as well. We did a film called Push Too Far with Stephen LJ. That was a really good film. Jay Catalano and Amanda Hickey, who'd never acted before, and she was only a little part, but she did absolutely incredible. And Jay Catalano as well, first time. And this is one thing I believe in the movie industry, is that I believe in giving people chances, because if people didn't give me a chance, I wouldn't be where I am now. And you know, I always say I don't want fame, I don't want fortune, I don't want any of these things. All I want is for people to enjoy what I make. You know, they're not multi-million-pound movies that we make. You know, we work hard, we put a lot of passion, we put a lot of dedication, a lot of effort into making these movies. And whether it be horror, awareness, action, it doesn't matter. You know, what I love about independent film is you see a lot of people put absolutely everything they've got into making a movie. And it's pretty incredible. And I think when I see that, I love it more than anything that I would ever see in Hollywood or anywhere. You know, I love this industry, and I love independent filmmaking. It's incredible. And apart from directing and writing, I do acting as well, and starred in quite a few films, like I say, with the Kapasky family. I recently did a film not long ago called Artemis of the Woodland as well, which was a really cool film. Can't say anything about that, it's yet to be released. It's going to be released soon, but obviously I don't have any, I'm not able to say anything about it, so I have to keep stum about that, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a really cool film, and great MUA from Stephanie Bell, and she's become a good friend and worked on many projects. And that's what I love about the independent film industry as well. You meet people and you work on other projects together, and you can do different kinds of movies, and it's just lovely. And I'm really proud to be involved in doing films like that and meeting amazing, talented, professional people. But yeah, like I said, you know, originally, I always believe in giving people a shot. If you've never had acting experience and you think, oh, I can never do this. I was in that position once, and I listened to people, I took advice, never had professional training or anything like that. I learnt it all myself. I learnt how to work a camera, I learnt how to write a script, I learnt how to direct a movie, I learnt the right angles, all these things. And sometimes I still don't get it perfect to this day, and I look back at some things and I think, oh, could have done that better. But you live and learn, and like in life, you're always learning. In the movie industry, in the film industry, you're always learning, and you strive to be better, and you do get better as time goes on. And we try and make each movie that we do better than the last one. But I love the horror, you know, the horror side of things. I love the awareness side of things. We've done a lot of action. We've got a series that's coming out, a mini-series, web series, in America with the amazing SES Entertainment, Dustin Ferguson. Now, he is the horror man. He's amazing, incredible guy, and really helped me a lot, and a good friend, and very talented. And he's got some amazing, cool things going on over in America, and I'm really looking forward to doing more collabs with him in the future. Not just that, he's a great, musician as well. He does great music stuff, and he's just a man of many talents. And um, he picked our series up, You're Next, and said, "Look, I can make it into a mini web series distributed over in America, and we can take it from there." And originally it was called You Are Next. It was a film, didn't know where to go with it, and he gave me that olive branch really, and we kind of like reached out and grabbed it and went, "Yeah, let's do this." So Your Next is going to be coming out in a few months' time. It's going to be a 6-part mini web series distributed in America, and then, like I say, we'll see how it goes from there. And we've got some amazing people in that: Christopher Livermore, Ian Jones, Daz Reed, Daryl Reed. So again, just amazing people. Joshua Griffiths, and they all play their own little key parts to the series, and you see the characters build. And we've got Colette McAllister in there, upcoming actress. She's absolutely brilliant. Jay Eggleston, he's a professional fighter, and we took we took some beatings off each other in the ring. It was pretty cool, and we proper went at it to make it look realistic as possible for the viewers. And yeah, it was really fun. So we had some amazing people, and I've got great people behind me supporting me. Like I say, Sandra Nuttall is an amazing executive producer. She helps us with a lot of films, and she's a great person, and has a lovely heart, and likes to see people succeed, and that's amazing. I've got a lot of time for her, and so we've got Your Next coming out, which I'm really looking forward to, and like I say, a bunch of talented people involved in that. And I do a lot of films with my directing partner Christopher Livermore. We met a few years ago. We just hit it off, and trying to cut it as short as possible. We came up with loads of ideas for films. We had the same passion, we had the same drive, and we just kind of like, in a way, buzzed off each other of, shall we do this, shall we do that? And sometimes we get too much. We want to do so many movies. We can't, we don't have enough time. So we have to, pace yourself, take your time is very important, and complete the films that you need to do before you move on to others. At first it was like we could make 20 movies in a year, which was impossible. You get a bit blinded by it all. So you've got to be very realistic and true to yourself and think, right, let's just focus one movie at a time, maybe 2. And we have a lot going on over the next few years. I've got acting commitments to a franchise called The Dead and Us over in the UK, and that's by Luke Burge. He's an upcoming director, he's an actor, he's got great people involved in his productions, and that's like a zombie horror kind of thriller series. It's really cool, and it's good. I think it's season 3 that I'm going to be starring in. And I'm looking forward to working with some amazing people. They've got like Gerard Malachi, I can never say his name, Gerald Malachi. I'll try and get it right for him on this interview, and Callum Horncastle, and some amazing people involved. And some of them are good friends of mine that I've not able to meet up with for such a long time and work with. So I'm really looking forward to working with them and being part of another kind of horror cool franchise, and zombies and stuff like that was something new to me. So I'm excited to be involved in that. And apart from that, I'm kind of working with Lynn Harvey, who is a great director. She's doing a thing called the English Outlaw Dick Turpin, which is, I think it's going to be a 3-movie franchise she's doing, and that's going to be starting filming in the next 6 months, something like that. And I'm really excited for that. Again, I could spend all day mentioning names, but fantastic people involved, and I'm honoured to be part of that. And another thing that she's doing, which is for Amazon Prime, which is a series called Sword to Scavelia, which I'm part of as well. And again, if you like stuff like the English Outlaw Dick Turpin, stuff from back in the day, history and action, like old school action with swords and horses, you will love these movies. And Lynn is very talented and one to watch. So I'm just very excited to have such a busy schedule with films, and the support of everybody is absolutely amazing. And things kind of took a bit of time in the movie industry for me to kind of get going. I never thought that I'd get a movie on DVD, and Freakish, which I'm going to just discuss, is a film that we recently did about a killer clown called Freakish. and this is one clown you don't want to mess with. It's nothing like It the Clown or anything like that. This is a proper dangerous clown, and the short film has got a little tiny bit of comedy in it, very very little. And when we filmed it, the idea come from a little shop in Southport in the UK. We went there for a day out, and we seen this mask on the wall, and I said to Chris, "Wow, that looks creepy," and he was like, "That's a freaky mask." So freaky. And I said, "It is freaky." So we bought it. I think it was something like £35. And then when he left, he was like, "That'll be great in a movie." And then it was like food for thought. And we come back home and we discussed it. The discussion went to the script. The script got made. We spoke to actors. We cast Christopher Shipton, who plays Freakish the Clown, Ian Jones, DCI Thomas, Lucy Lewendon, and Kevin Manga. And Sandra Nuttall was behind it as executive producer. Amazing people, and the film came together, and it's a 30-minute short. And then Dustin Ferguson said, "Do you want me to get it released over here for you on DVD?" And I was like, "Dude, are you serious? Really? Thank you so much." And it was just incredible. Everything just went from there and got released on DVD. Everybody loved it. I had so many great comments about it. We had a couple of reviews on it. Not every review is going to be positive, but I take everything as a positive. And it was really cool and a dream come true to have our movie on DVD. And couldn't have done it without my team, couldn't have done it without the support of everybody, and a fantastic group of people just made a 30-minute amazing little film. And on that, we seen how great it was, and it's like we could do this as a feature. It needs to be bigger, it needs to be badder, it needs to be more freakier, and we want to take a little bit less comedy out of it and make it more about the horror. And this is going to be a very, very big film, but with a very lot of dark turns, twists and turns in it. So I'm looking forward to doing it. We're just literally starting filming for that right now. It's going to take about a year to make the film, and Christopher Shipton is returning as Freakish, and a couple of other members of the cast from the previous one, like Ian Jones, will be returning as well. And we've got some amazing new people involved in it. Cynthia Rothrock, the legend, the martial arts legend, is getting involved in our film Freakish, and that is an honour to have her involved in that film. She's an amazing person, and she's known for martial arts, but this is going to show her in a different light, which I think is what she wants. She wants to see herself in a different role. Obviously, she's amazing as a martial artist and as a person, but I think seeing her in a different kind of role, still be kick-ass, but in a different way. I think a lot of people will be shocked, but also entertained by it. So I'm really looking for. I can't say too much about it, but we are teaming up with Dustin Ferguson again on it, and he's kind of behind the scenes doing all the editing and all that sort of things, which is absolutely amazing at. So just again, it's really exciting times, and I couldn't do it all without my directing team. I couldn't do it all without my MUAs and my supporters and all these people that follow what we do and share our posts and watch our films and buy them, and it's just incredible. And to every single person that does that, I owe you everything, and I thank you so much. And we're looking forward to making more horror movies. We're looking forward to making all types of movies, but it's going to take time. And Freakish Unleashed, the new one, is going to be taking us about a year to do, maybe a little bit longer. Just depends. We've got the COVID problem at the minute, so we're trying to work around that. Be respectful to the rules and obey by them as good as we can. But like I say, we've got some great people involved in it, and it is on IMDb, so people can see it there. And Freakish, the first short, is being released on Amazon very soon, Amazon Prime. Again, due to the COVID, there's been a big delay with films, so it's took a while to get it on there. So if you want to watch it, go and check it out. Let us know what you think. And it won't be for everybody, but it'll be for some people. And regardless, I hope you enjoy watching it anyway. And yeah, I'm just honoured to be able to do this interview, share my experiences, share the films that I've done, and a little bit of how I got into the movie industry. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be doing what I love and living my dream. And I do what I do to show my children you can achieve your dreams. And I've got a loving family, loving support from friends, and all my friends and my family. And yeah, it's an absolute honour and a pleasure to be involved in this business and make films and do this for a living. I love it. So thank you to Tony Newton, and letting me talk about being in the independent horror movie business and all the other stuff we do. He's a top bloke, and thank you so much, and look forward to talking to him hopefully again soon. Thank you.